Hello, this is Yuki. Today, I'll be talking about the differences in mindset between Rich Dad and Poor Dad, as introduced in Rich Dad Poor Dad. How do financial perspectives shape our lives? Let's take a closer look at these two fathers and their contrasting approaches to money. 1. The mindset of Poor Dad. Let's start with Poor Dad's way of thinking. Poor Dad believes that having a stable job is the most important thing. He trusts that going to a good school and getting into a good company is the key to success. But what does this mindset lead to? It results in a lifestyle heavily dependent on a monthly paycheck. The financial cycle is simple. Salary right pointing arrow, expenses right pointing arrow, living costs. Poor Dad rarely considers long-term asset building and tends to avoid risks in favor of stability, which prevents him from taking on new challenges. For example, Poor Dad believes that a house is the greatest asset. Based on this belief, he takes out a loan to buy a home. However, the monthly mortgage payments and maintenance costs strain his finances, turning the house into a liability. This kind of thinking makes achieving financial freedom difficult. 2. The philosophy of Rich Dad. Now let's talk about Rich Dad's approach. Rich Dad's philosophy is based on making your money work for you. Instead of relying solely on academic qualifications or a stable job, he emphasizes the importance of financial literacy and uses money as a tool to generate income. For instance, Rich Dad invests part of his income in stocks and real estate. These assets generate additional income, which he uses to cover living expenses. By creating this system, he gains both financial and time freedom. Rich Dad advises, every time you spend money, think about whether it will help grow your assets. This single piece of advice can serve as a powerful life-changing insight. 3. Comparing Rich Dad and Poor Dad. Now let's compare their mindsets. Poor Dad focuses on stability and stays stuck in a cycle of earning and spending. On the other hand, Rich Dad prioritizes building assets and establishes a system where those assets generate income. In the long run, this difference leads to a significant gap in financial freedom and prosperity. 4. Conclusion. Poor Dad's way of thinking emphasizes the importance of stability, which has its merits. However, stability alone is not enough to achieve financial freedom. By practicing Rich Dad's philosophy of making your money work for you, you can build a more independent and abundant life. So, which mindset resonates more with you? Coming up next, in the next video, I'll talk in depth about the difference between assets and liabilities. Many people mistakenly think liabilities are assets. I'll also share practical tips for building wealth in everyday life. Understanding this concept could completely transform your financial flow, so don't miss it. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. I'd also love to hear your thoughts and questions in the comments section below. See you in the next video.